the man himself making his way up here. And, I won't stand in the way, but I sure am pleased to be able to bring a friend of mine to you this evening. And I know we've got some other friends that will be here joining us in a few minutes, but we're glad to have back here at Stream Bean Coffee Shop a gentleman who, well, he has a memory like a tack. He's a walking encyclopedia when it comes to country music, and he's a big part of that country music and gospel music too. And we're just so proud to have him here. If you would, we're going to bring him on out and let him get started, and as other folks come in and they get a seat, just welcome them in too. But would you please welcome the International Ambassador of Country Music, straight from the Grand Ole Opry, Mr. George Hamilton IV.
Thank you very much. Howdy, everybody. How are y'all tonight? I had to smile when my friend Derek introduced me in that as so formally the International Ambassador of Country Music. And I couldn't help but smile a little bit because I might have told this story when I was here before, but a few years ago I was in Liverpool, England at the Empire Theatre in Liverpool. And the disc jockey from BBC Radio Merseyside got up to introduce me that night at the Empire Theatre. And he'd never heard of me. And he asked one of the boys in the band, he said, how do you introduce this dude? I don't know anything about him. And one of the guys said, well, you know, he travels all over the place. He travels all the time, many different countries. Some folks call him the International Ambassador of Country Music. So I'm standing in the wings waiting to go on, and I heard this very nervous disc jockey from BBC Merseyside introducing me. And he said, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, a nice warm Liverpool welcome for the International Ambassador of Country Music. He was right on the mark, right on the money. It's a joy to be back, and I want to thank my dear friend Derek for taking a chance on the Hillbilly tonight and inviting me up to the Stream Bean on Easter weekend. I think this place was named for Stream Bean, the Stream Bean. Is that right, Derek? From the Grand Ole Uproar? Y'all remember Stream Bean from the Opry? He was a friend of mine. I used to tour. I had the privilege of touring a lot with Stream Bean back in the 60s. And I guess about 1960 when I first met him, when I first joined the Grand Ole Opry. More about that later. When I was young and in my prime, I left my home in Carolina. Now all I do is sit and pine for all those folks I left behind. I've got the Blue Ridge Mountain blues, and I stand right here to say my grip is packed to travel, and I'm scratching gravel to the Blue Ridge far away. I see a window with a light. I see two heads of snowy white. I seem to hear them both recite, where is our wandering boy tonight? He's got the Blue Ridge Mountain blues. Gonna see his old dog train. He's gonna hunt the possum where the corn tops blossom on the Blue Ridge far away. I'm gonna stay right by my home. I'm gonna do right by my mom. I'll have on that blue ridge far away. Blue Ridge Mountain Blues. I learned that from my friend Bill Clifton. A lot of y'all probably know Bill Clifton or know of him. He's a wonderful singer. He lives over near the Carter family fold in Hilton's, around Hilton's, Virginia, down in the southwest part of the state. I come from Winston-Salem, which is in southern Virginia, as you know. Southern Virginia, just across the line down there. That's what folks up here feel like, right? I mean, North Carolina is sort of a southern part of Virginia. And my claim to fame is I married a Virginia girl. Married a young lady from Charlottesville. And it's sure nice to see some dear friends of mine. Pastor and Mrs. Jerry Sawyers back there from Florida. Last time I saw y'all, we were in the Sunshine State.
My sister.
Oh, your sister, all right. I'm trying to get y'all married off. Pastor Jerry, for many years, served in a wonderful church down in Florida, in Lakeland, Florida. And he was called to Narrows, Virginia recently. And so he's up here serving. And I look forward to visiting your church sometime. They tell me Narrows is a beautiful place. They say the countryside around there is really nice. And it's sure good to see you again, Jerry. It seems strange to see you up in the mountains. We always used to get together in the palm trees and the Florida sunshine, but it looks like we got some sunshine here, right? Nice to see old friends, even though they're young friends, aren't we all? You and I can share the silence, finding comfort together the way old friends do. And after fights and words of violence, we make up with each other the way old friends do. Times of joy and times of sorrow, we will always see it through. Oh, I don't care what comes tomorrow, 'cause we can face it together the way old friends do. Yes, we can take it together the way old friends do. That's a little country song that was written by a little hillbilly group from Sweden called ABBA. You might have heard of them, but I always loved that song because, you know, we're living in hard times. Everybody's talking about hard times and finances and banks and jobs and the price of gasoline and all. But we have so much to be thankful for. And I love the sentiment in that song. We can face it together the way old friends do, and we can make it together the way old friends do. A little later on this evening, we're going to have a little special Easter program. This is, as you know, Easter weekend, and my good friend Derek has given me the permission to kind of tell a little bit of the Easter story and feature some of the favorite Easter hymns and gospel songs. But I thought I'd start out